know what it's like to be a murderer, to be murdered, to be hated, to be loved, to be compassionate, a complete and total awareness that we're all one, that there is no separation. To be murdered, to be hated, to be loved, to be compassionate, a complete and total awareness that we're all one, that there is no separation, that you can love the poor soul that's in the gutter, the drunk, that you can love the murderer, you can love everyone, just as if they were you. That, to me, is the ultimate in enlightenment.
So we make the soul contract as a spirit. Then we come in through the act of conception. We dream our life in the womb. And when we come out into the physical plane, we manifest it.
On average, 3,000 people commit suicide every day. A global mortality rate of one completed suicide every 30 seconds. One of the most perplexing and difficult deaths to deal with is death by suicide. It is difficult for those left behind to put the pieces together to figure out why this happened.
Suicide's a bad idea because you're leaving opportunity behind. You don't pass go, you don't collect $200 and just start over. And that's a waste of your time and effort. It's a very traumatic way to go. When you go to suicide, you're usually a very traumatized, self-focused, because before you get to that point, you have to be very self-focused to get there. Now, I'm not talking about somebody who's about to die with a terrible, painful disease, and they want to end it, a month early because it's very expensive and it's just torture for them, or they're drugged up. That's different. I'm talking about a suicide where somebody just gets fed up with life or whatever and they want to end it all. Very bad idea. You're so traumatized, you're so self-focused when you get to that point that it makes your transition very difficult. It damages your psyche, your consciousness to some degree, in that it makes it easier for you to do that again the next time. So it can get into a cycle where people get to a tough spot, suicide's the answer, because they've done that 2 or 3 times already in various lifetimes. So it's not a trend you want to start to begin with. Secondly, it wastes the time you have here. You've already spent 20 or 30 years, or at least 15 or 16 years getting through the stuff phase. It takes you probably 30 or 40 years to get to the point that you work through all the stuff that you have to work through, where you really start asking big picture questions, to where the quality of your being and your life start to make a difference to you. When you're 25 years old, you don't think about the quality of your being. You think about the weekend and where you're going to go and the fun you're going to have and the relationships, and you're so filled with the living this physical life that the bigger dimensions to it generally aren't much in focus. So you have to go through maybe 30, sometimes 40 years before you really start to care about, what's the significance of me? What am I doing here? Why am I turning this crank? What's the bigger purpose? And those questions start to bubble up. Well, that's not the time to leave. That's just the time to get to work.
Each suicide intimately affects at least 6 other people.
We grow through drama. Call it good, bad, or indifferent. We create drama for training, for learning purposes. It's even the purpose for wars. People learn through drama, through conflict. That's just the state of consciousness we're in.
And the earth is a place I have found that we come to visit. No one stays here. No matter how attached a person is, this is a school where we come to learn lessons.
It's a decision to come into the physical plane. It really is a decision to come here. This is a schoolhouse. We're here to learn something. We're here to evolve our spirit through certain experiences, through certain lessons that we've learned.
There's something that's built into this world that